So hello everyone, this is your Mr. GST who actually makes GST a good and simple tax for you. In this video, we are going to discuss May 2025 RTP. Quickly, we are going to finish this RTP discussion. This is just to give you overview of your amendments, etc., whatever is there in RTP. Of course, you can do it on your own, but still, I'll be there along with you while doing this. So let us together solve this. Okay, this is all about you and me together doing this. Okay, no matter you are watching the Zoom live or no matter you are watching this YouTube recorded video, whatever it is. So let us do it together. Fine. So now, without wasting much time, as you know, sir, there is first a case scenario given here. First, there is a case scenario given here. Let us go with that case scenario. But the strategy normally I use is before reading the case study, I'll read the questions. That is what we know. That is what we do actually, correct? So here, sir, first let us go with the case study based questions. First, you also, so as we were discussing, as I told you, like first we'll go with the questions, we'll first read the MCQ questions and then we'll go with the case study. So first, if you see first MCQ, the first MCQ is regarding what is the due date for filing the final return in the state of Assam. Okay, what is the due date for filing the, that means this is related to some registration cancellation of a person and filing the final return, all that. You tell me, are you able to recollect the provision regarding filing the final return? What is the final return? Can you send me in the chat box, comment box? What is final return form? GSTR 1 or 2B or 3B or GSTR 9 or final return, not annual return, final return. Just to confuse you, I told 1 or 2B or 3B. I am talking about GSTR final return. Due dates you did not see returns. GSTR 10 final return. 3 months from the date of order of cancellation or 3 months from the effective date of cancellation, whichever is later. This we discussed in our revision videos also. If you remember, returns chapter, where is returns chapter? Yesterday only I have uploaded returns chapter also, I guess. Or so if you remember, we have discussed this due dates. GSTR 10 is the final return. Okay, the due date for filing the return is 3 months from the date of cancellation order or effective date of cancellation, whichever is later. Okay, so that is what the point. Okay, fine, let us not waste much time. Yes, let us come back to the next one. So once you read the question here, you will understand one is effective date of cancellation or order of cancellation. From that, whichever is later, you should take the answer, correct? From that 3 months. Now see, they only give within 3 months from which date, like that they gave. Okay, let us see the question. Which of the following statement is correct in relation to re-availment of ITC that had been reversed earlier upon payment of disputed amount by the company to Rudraksh Enterprises? Sir, with respect to this following, whatever the given statements, you should understand which is the correct statement. Okay. First, what is the first one? Company could have re-availed ITC only up to 30th November. You tell me, for re-availing ITC, is there any time limit first of all? For availing ITC, there is time limit 16 subsection 4. For re-availing ITC, there is no such time limit. If you remember, I told you, the first time getting married, you have to see age limit, all that stuff. For second time marriage, no time limits, all that, correct? So availing ITC, there is time limit. But for re-availing ITC, there is no time limit. So this statement is wrong. Company could have re-availed only up to, again, they are talking about time limit. That is also wrong. Company could have re-availed ITC only up to the end of the, again, that is also wrong. There is no such time limit only. The first three options are gone automatically. What is the point? This is right answer, correct? So that means without reading the case study itself, we have solved one MCQ. The amount of tax to be deducted at source under GST law. That means for that we should go through the question. TDS, what is the rate, ma TDS? TDS. Comment box, TDS. TDS section 51. It is ending with 1, so the rate will be 2. Okay, that is how you just remember. Section 51 is TDS, so it is ending with 1, so the rate is 2%. Okay, don't get confused with TDS TCS rate. What is the TCS rate? Now TCS rate, see, the question is also here regarding tax collected at source. Regarding the TCS earlier it was 1%, now they have reduced it to 0.5%. If you remember, amendment point we have discussed. Okay, so 0.25% plus 0.25%, correct? Do you remember this, my everybody? This is the amendment with respect to TCS. Okay, super, very good everyone, very good. Right, Next, sir, what would be the last date for issuance of invoice in relation to construction of road by the company from the last tranche of payment received? Sir, they are asking about the time limit for raising the invoice. Section 31, if you remember, time limit for raising the invoice. And this is construction of a road is nothing but continuous supply of service, all that stuff, correct? So they are asking what is the time limit to raise invoice in this particular case. So let us go with the case study first. Okay. Now, so we have gone through the questions. We have understood certain requirements there. Look at this question. What is the question? First of all, understand this video is not going to be that lengthy, so don't worry. If you are attending Zoom meeting, no problem. Continue with this. Just like that, we'll finish everything. Okay. Now, sir, Sambhav Limited, a company registered under GST, engaged in manufacturing and e-commerce operations also. First, we have to understand, sir, Sambhav Limited is a company, correct? A body corporate, right? Next, sir, they are also into manufacturing as well as e-commerce transactions. Fine, no problem. Next, sir, they are operating in multiple states across India. The company procures raw material from various suppliers and supplies finished goods both domestically and internationally. Okay, fine. They are selling locally and internationally. It also acts as an e-commerce operator. Okay, facilitating the third-party transactions as well, supplying goods and services on its own account. That means they are selling the goods as an e-commerce operator. Others products also they are selling on their platform, and they are selling their own products also. That means you should understand, yes, our own sales and other sales also being done. TCS will come only on what? Others third party sales are our own sales are both are. TCS will come on third party sales, not on our own sales. Okay, sir, supply through e-commerce operator. Somebody is selling through us. So we have the obligation of TCS. Are you understanding the point? Somebody is selling through us, so we have to deduct TCS. We have to collect TCS. Okay, our own product if we are selling, who will collect TDS or TCS? Okay, so some third party sales we are selling through us, and for that we will collect TCS. Hope you are able to understand that, correct? Be little bit more active in chat box. Next, through its portal round the clock. Okay, round the clock, just like you people, they are also working round the clock. During the financial review, the management of Sambhav Limited observed the following. Okay, company discounted its operations in the state of Assam from 15th December. Discontinued its operations from 15th December. Okay. Online application for cancellation of registration was furnished on 5th January. The registration was suspended from the same day. Further order of cancellation of registration was passed on 2nd February, wherein registration was cancelled with effect from 31st Jan. You tell me, what is that we have discussed? Sir, we have discussed that, sir, 3 months from date of order of cancellation or effect of cancellation, whichever is later. Oh, later or earlier? Whichever is later, not earlier. Whichever is later. So which is later? 31st Jan or 2nd Feb? 31st Jan or 2nd Feb? Everyone respond in the chat box. So which one I should consider here? Respond in the chat box. Please be more active. 2nd Feb. Okay, so now, sir, if you understand now, see, because we have read the MCQs first, we are understanding which para is giving information regarding which question. So now straight away you can go to the first question. Sir, first question, it is 3 months from 2nd Feb, correct? Where is 3 months from 2nd Feb? Option C. Are you able to understand that? Are you able to understand that? Shall we proceed? So within 3 months from 2nd Feb. Shall I continue? Hope it is clear. Correct? Super. Now, okay, first question is done. Second question, sir, let us go with the second paragraph. If you see most of the MCQs, as far as I have observed, sir, one paragraph will give answer for one question. If you have observed case study based scenarios, each paragraph will carry information regarding one question in the MCQ. Now let us see. First question we are done. Now we are moving into second paragraph. Here the second paragraph will give you information regarding second question. If you see, company paid amount of 5 lakhs along with the tax payable therein to its suppliers Rudraksh Enterprises pursuant to the settlement of dispute in December month of current financial year. The company had second. This is reversed the ITC and re-availing ITC, correct? Yes or no? Are you understanding the point? This is payment after 180 days. Sir, you have not made the payment, reverse the ITC, and now again you are making the payment re-availing ITC. This is the second question. If you see, we have discussed re-availing ITC, the options which is wrong, all that we have also given the answer for that. Correct? So this is the answer if you remember. D, option D. That means second paragraph is speaking about second MCQ. Okay, so that also we are done. Next, the company provided accommodation services. Guys, hope you are comfortable till now. Everybody, shall we proceed? Are you clear? Right. Company provided accommodation services to governmental agency of Gujarat registered under GST only in the state of Gujarat. This fellow is from which state? This fellow is from which state? This company is from which state? They said they are operating from multiple states. Okay. Shall we continue? Right. Let us read this paragraph fully. The company provided accommodation services to governmental agency of Gujarat registered under GST only in the state of Gujarat in its own hotel located in the state of Rajasthan. Guys, understand this company Sambhav. Okay, the hotel is where? Hotel is in Rajasthan. Are you understanding the point? This fellow is the supplier, and because the hotel is in Rajasthan, the place of supply will fall in Rajasthan. Yes or no? Who is the recipient? Sir, the recipient is Gujarat government, which is registered in Gujarat only. Are you understanding the point? Now, sir, the accommodation services were provided for the stay of employees of governmental agency of Gujarat who had to attend a training program organized by central government. The total amount charged by the company for such services is 25 lakhs. Now, if you remember, this paragraph is talking about a TDS. Because governmental agencies, when they are making payment for a contract value greater than 2,50,000, TDS provisions will apply. This is 25 lakhs. That means exceeding 2,50,000, TDS provisions will apply. At what percentage? So for 25 lakhs, what we should do? 25 lakhs, you should deduct 2%. Yes or no? Everybody respond in the chat box. So please understand, you forgot a concept there. So TDS is not applicable if location of the supplier and place of supply is falling in one state and the recipient is registered in another state. TDS provisions will not come into picture. That is why I wrote so much of story here. Are you understanding that point? Sir, location of supplier and place of supply both are in Rajasthan. I thought you will identify that, but still okay, no problem. Recipient is located in Gujarat. So automatically what will happen? TDS provisions will not come into picture. So if you see, the option here will be, for third question, if you see, the amount of tax to be deducted. Because we read the questions first, we are able to understand by reading which paragraph, what answer we are supposed to get. Sir, the amount of tax to be deducted at source under GST law by governmental agency of Gujarat is nil. Option C. Are you understanding the point? Here no explanation, nothing needed. Just you click option C, enough. Correct answer. Hope you are able to recollect. Okay, fine. Don't worry. Obviously, like you would have forgotten the things. You might have revised GST long back. Don't worry about that. Mistakes do happen. Now, during the month of January, let us go to the next paragraph. During the month of January, Dum Limited, whatever it is, supplied goods worth 75 lakhs through the company's e-commerce platform. That means, understand, sir, this fellow Sambhav is the e-commerce operator. Through that fellow, this Dum Limited is making supplies to customers. Correct? So here, this fellow is acting as a e-commerce operator intermediary. Correct? TCS provisions will come into picture or not? TCS provisions obviously will come into picture, sir. Let us see that. Okay. Okay. Out of this supply, goods amounting to 15 lakhs were returned in January. So 75 lakhs is sales minus 15 lakhs is sales return. Yes or no, guys? 15 lakhs is sales returns. Okay. Further, company also supplied its own products amounting to 20 lakhs through the e-commerce operator platform in the said month. For that, whether TCS will come into picture? No, sir. TCS will not come into picture because they are their own sales. They are not supplying through any e-commerce operator. The amount of hotel accommodation services supplied through its e-commerce operator platform by hotel owners not required to obtain registration under GST in terms of section 22 subsection 1 amounting to 20 lakhs in the month of January. Guys, if you understand here, there are three types of supplies here. One, somebody sold goods through e-commerce operator. Two, I have sold my own goods. Three, some other people have supplied hotel accommodation services here. Clear? Number one, sir, others selling goods through this e-commerce operator, TCS provisions will come into picture for sure. That means on that 75 minus 15, how much? 60 lakhs. On 60 lakhs, I should go with 0.5%. Okay. So this is one thing. Next one, the 20 lakhs our own goods selling through our own e-commerce platform. No TCS, sir. Who will collect TCS? I should collect TCS on me. No. Next, number 3, services covered under 9 subsection 5 where e-commerce operator is liable to pay GST. Sir, when e-commerce operator is liable to pay GST, TCS provisions will come or will not come? Will not come into picture. Are you understanding the point? So on this 20 lakhs also, if you remember, that TCS provisions will not come into picture. Only on this 60 lakhs, total 0.5% will come into picture. Are you able to understand? Anything, any other information is missing? I hope that particular paragraph is done. So let us see the question here now. Sir, the amount of tax to be collected at source, ignore the bifurcation of CGST, SGST and IGST they told. Correct? So 60 lakh into 0.5%. How much? 30,000. Option D, Amma. Everybody, are you able to understand? Am I clear? Now, my one small observation here is actually, if you remember, TCS will come into picture only when the supplier is registered under GST. They did not give in the question Dum Dum Limited whether they are registered under GST or not. That is what I was searching in this paragraph actually. Sir, if you see Dum Dum Limited whether they are registered or not, that has not been given in this particular paragraph. Look at the paragraph once. Right. So have you seen that point? Is there any registration details here? They did not mention anything regarding registration details. So okay, fine, but still we have to proceed because in the options they have not given nil. So we are safe. If they have given nil and 30,000 both, then there is a problem. Okay. Because if it is a descriptive question also, you can elaborate the things, you can write your assumption, all that. Because it is an MCQ question, that creates a problem. Right. Let us proceed. Let us proceed. Next, guys, you are clear with this particular paragraph explanation, everything, right? Next, let us move on to the next one. Let us move on to the next paragraph. The company also completed a project for construction of road taxable under GST for government agency, for a government agency on 31st December. Okay, the total time taken for completion of the project for more than 13 months. More than 13 months. So what do you mean by that? I told you already, this is continuous supply of service. As per the contract signed with such agency, so the last tranche of payment of 25%, the total contract value was linked to the date of issuance of completion certificate. Was linked to what? 1 second. So if you see, sir, here the last tranche of payment, as we were discussing, 25% is linked to what? To the date of issuance of completion certificate by the government engineer. The completion certificate was issued by the government engineer on 15th January. However, the invoice was for such supply was issued on 5th Feb and payment was received on 20th Feb. The completion certificate is issued on 15th Janma. Next, invoice is issued on completion certificate. Invoice is issued on 5th Feb, date of invoice, and payment was received on 20th Feb, date of payment. Correct? These are the details. What is the question regarding this? If you remember, sir, the question is regarding some time limit to raise invoice, something like that. What is the last date for raising the invoice in relation to construction of that particular road for the last tranche of payment? So what is that, ma? Is this related to date of issuance of invoice? Correct? Do you remember what is the time limit to raise invoice as per section 31? As per section 31, what continuous supply of services. Sir, what is the time limit to raise invoice? Generally, we know, sir, if it is uh, continuous supply of service, payment is ascertainable, then payment is not ascertainable, then payment is linked to completion of an event. So when the invoice should be issued? Sir, if it is linked to completion of an event, on or before completion of such event, that invoice should be raised, correct? So can I say 15th January here is the answer? Everybody, are you able to understand that? Are you able to recollect? So the answer here will be option B. See how beautifully they have given RTP. Option A, again option C and D. Okay, so option B is the answer, 15th January. Okay, are you able to understand? With this we are done with MCQs. Simple, including the MCQs, there are 10 questions, 5 questions we are done. So 5 now descriptive questions are there. Let us go with that. Okay, now what I feel is, sir, instead of solving the questions, all the stuff in this discussion, while discussing the question itself, let us discuss the adjustment, all the stuff, and then we'll proceed with that. One big problem is there, or we will discuss in detail with respect to that big problem, and remaining questions we can just go with that. Okay, so we are done with MCQs, guys. Let us see the MCQs. So C, D, C, E, B is the answers, are the answers. For you everything is clear, no disturbances you are hearing, no, you are not getting any disturbances, right? Okay, okay. So C, D, C, D, A. This is the answer of 15th. 1 second, ma. Where is 31st December, no? Fine. So there are these both the options they have given A, so they thought that way, but answer is not 31st December, answer is 15th January. You know, when the completion continuous supply of services, when the payment is linked to a event, sir, invoice should be raised at the time of completion of that event. Okay, so event is nothing but completion certificate. Completion certificate is given on 15th January. 15th January is the deadline. So this is not option A, this is option B actually, but as per institute this is option A. Okay, so take that way, right? Shall we continue? So we are done with MCQs. Let us move on to the next one. The question, actually the monster. So be ready for that. Everybody be little bit more attentive. First of all, let us start the question here. Listen carefully, listen carefully. See, any question like this, see, actually this is all about computing the net GST payable only. This is all about minimum net GST liability only, payable in cash. First question in your main exam for 10 marks. See, understand, whenever you are going with this type of questions, while going through the question itself, we should identify who is the person, from which state he is, and also each details whatever has been given. See, first of all, so for solving these questions, simple format, what is the net? Ignore my handwriting, I just don't want to write neatly, slowly, all that, so that the video length will be more. Net minimum GST payable. Okay, the net minimum GST payable, for that what is the formula? I have only 3 steps. First thing, I will calculate gross GST liability. Okay, second thing, I will calculate net ITC. Third thing, I will calculate set off. I'll calculate set off. Sir, you tell me, for first thing, gross GST liability, what details you need? You need the information of sales. So in the question, completely decode the information given with respect to sales. Next, with respect to net ITC, you need the information of purchases. In the question, whatever the purchases have been given, you have to identify the purchases and you decode that. And finally, you go with the set off. You know that first minimum, what we should do, IGST, ITC balance, we should make 0. So the same story, the set off, everything we have to finish it off. Am I clear? Now, sir, coming to this, Surya. So let us start the question. Surya engaged in providing bouquet of goods and services. That means some bundle of goods and services, multiple goods and services he is providing. Registered in Rajasthan. This is important, sir. He is registered in Rajasthan. Okay. And Surya is an individual. Hope you are understanding that. Surya is an individual. So that is also clearly given. And sir, the period we have to be very careful. This is related to January period. Am I clear? In exam, what you should do? See, first of all, you will be having your pencil and eraser with you. Take your pencil. When you are reading the question, please underline or circle the key points. And whatever the information you have decoded, write it in the question paper itself with the pencil. So please don't misuse that. Don't pass on that question paper to your friends again. Okay. So please make sure you are just roughly noting down what is the information you have decoded. Next, sir, first of all, they are providing the following information with respect to January. Let us see this. Now, sir, if you see this information, first thing what they are trying to tell is, sir, we have organized a business exhibition in Gujarat for Jignesh Industries registered in the state of Gujarat. Now you tell me, is this a sale or purchase? Is this a sale or purchase is what first my doubt. Sir, this is a sale, sir. Now, second doubt is, sir, is this intrastate sale or interstate sale, sir? I am from Rajasthan, sir. This fellow is in Gujarat. So this is automatically what? Sir, this is related to business exhibition held in Gujarat, correct? Organized in Gujarat. What is the place of supply? Place of supply also will become, if you remember, the place of supply provisions. Organizing the event. If the recipient is registered, his registered address will be the place of supply. So Gujarat is place of supply. Can I say this is interstate sale? Inter. Now only doubt is, have you read somewhere business exhibition exemption? Conducting business exhibition wholly outside India is exempt. Any business exhibition held outside India is exempt under GST, but this is held in India. So is this taxable or not? Yes, sir, this is taxable. For my clarity, what I will do, I have identified this is interstate sale number 1, and I will write here itself 20 lakhs. Sir, GST rate normally 18% only will be there. Yes, 18%, all that stuff. So because it is IGST, here itself I am writing 18%. Otherwise, I will write 9%, so that tomorrow now when I am solving the answer, I will finish the answer quickly because I have the proper information. Next, provided accommodation services to 10 CA students originally from outside Rajasthan in a hostel called Surya Homes owned by it. Surya Homes is located in Jaipur, Rajasthan. Now tell me whether this is sale or purchase. Sale, clear. Intrastate, interstate? Intrastate, within the state. This fellow is also from Rajasthan. I'm just writing for my clarity. Intra sale. Okay, am I clear? Shall we continue? Now listen carefully. Sir, if you see accommodation services, hostel accommodation charges 22,000 per student per month. As per the agreement, minimum period of stay in the students in the hostel is 4 months. If you understand, this is related to an amendment, correct? Sir, amendment where value of supply is less than or equal to 20,000, and the stay is minimum for 90 days, then it is exempt under GST. But here, first of all, it is greater than 20,000, so automatically this is what? Taxable, and this minimum stay of 4 months, all these things will become irrelevant now, because value of supply itself is greater than 20,000. Am I clear, everybody? Are you understanding that point? So here what will I write now? Into 9%, because when I start the answer, I will have all the details and it will be like just filling the answers for me. Hope you are understanding. Next, performed the Carnatic music to promote a brand. This fellow Surya is performing Carnatic. Okay, music, okay, fine. Music to promote what? Brand. Brand ambassador services, you know, it is straight away taxable, Nora. No matter what is the consideration. So the point is, sir, here this is done to Wrigley Garments registered in Udaipur, Rajasthan. Again, this is intra sale purchase. Sir, it is intra sale 9%. Okay, so that is what the point. Next, interstate services provided. This is again intra sale. They are only giving the information intra sale. As business correspondent of Money Bank registered in Rajasthan with respect to accounts in its Jaipur city branch. See, if you understand business correspondent point, where and all we have seen business correspondent point even in reverse charge mechanism, even in exemptions also. Sir, business correspondent providing services to a bank in rural area, it is exempt, sir, but this is in Jaipur city, not rural area. So is it taxable or not? It is taxable. RCM will come into picture or not? You tell me. RCM will come into picture or not? You tell me. RCM will not come into picture because agent of business correspondent to business correspondent is RCM. Business correspondent to bank is FCM. Okay, so this is normal entry only. Here again, we will go with into 9% into 9%. Are you understanding the point? Next, renting a commercial property in Jaipur, Rajasthan to Ganga Limited, a supplier of goods and services registered in Jodhpur, Rajasthan. Surya is the director of Ganga Limited. First of all, let me understand, sir, this is sale or purchase, sir? Sale. Sale of services, that is obvious, fine. Sir, intra sale? Yes or no? Intrastate sale. Okay. What is that sale? Renting the commercial property. You know, renting commercial property is taxable. This is not residential property, sir. Renting commercial property is taxable. And if you remember, sir, there is entry in RCM regarding renting the commercial property, sir, where supplier is unregistered, recipient is registered, RCM will come. But here Surya is a supplier. He is registered under GST. Automatically condition violated. RCM will not come into picture. Are you understanding that point? RCM will not come into picture. Sir, RCM will not come into picture, but he is a director of that company, no? So I am the director of Ganga Limited. I am renting the property to Ganga Limited. So director services, director services are here. Here you are renting the immovable property. They are not director services. They are services provided in your personal capacity, not as a director. So here RCM you cannot straight away apply because you are a director. Am I clear, everybody? So can I say here again 9% into 9%? Can I say that way? Okay, this point is also done. See, this question is really a good question where they have covered various concepts actually. Various concepts. Now, when you are writing the answer also, you should be careful in writing all the working notes. That is very, very important. Not just filling the numbers, not just doing the adjustments, all that stuff, but also writing the working notes is what going to be very crucial. So please be attentive while writing the working notes, right? Fine. So let us continue. Guys, with respect to audio, no disturbances, nothing, right? Confirm me one more time. Nothing. Super. Okay, fine. Now tell me. Sponsored a business summit organized in Bikaner, Rajasthan by Associated Chamber of Commerce and paid a sponsorship fees of 5 lakhs to Associated Chamber of Commerce registered in Jaipur, Rajasthan. First you tell me, is this intrastate sale or interstate sale? Comment in the chat box. Those who are watching the video, please comment. And if your answer is wrong, don't delete the comments, please. Is this intrastate sale or interstate sale? Intra. First of all, is this sale? Receiving sponsorship service, no? He is sponsoring the event. That means, you know, we have already seen in discussion way, sponsor is not the supplier, he is the recipient. He is receiving sponsorship services. He is receiving the services of somebody promoting his brand. Everybody did a mistake. So this is intra purchase. Now the problem is not that. The problem is with respect to RCM, sponsorship services. When RCM will come into picture? Sir, when supplier is body corporate, supplier can be any person, but recipient should be body corporate or a partnership firm, correct? Do you remember? Here, who is the supplier? Who is supplying the sponsorship services? Associated Chamber of Commerce is providing sponsorship services. Surya is the sponsor. Supplier, Associated Chamber of Commerce, any person. But Surya is the recipient. Recipient should be body corporate or partnership. Then only RCM will come into picture. So for this 5 lakhs, there is no RCM. This is FCM only. Are you understanding the point? Because recipient should be body corporate or partnership firm who is receiving sponsorship services. Here, Surya is an individual. So RCM will not come into picture. Hope it is clear. Super. Very good. Let us continue. received the services of transportation of goods by road from Sindhu transporters and unregistered GTA Rajasthan. I think CA Institute loves this GTA like anything. Somehow or the other, they will bring GTA into picture. So this is intra purchaser, inter purchaser, intra purchase, and this is obviously RCM. Even a LKG student will tell this is RCM. Okay, and they told unregistered GTA. Then there is no other option. Surya being registered under GST has to pay GST in their RCM. Do you remember specified recipients, factory, society, cooperative society, any person registered under GST? Surya is registered under GST, automatically RCM. Suppose here Surya is also unregistered, na, then this becomes exempt, if you remember. Okay, hope it is clear for you. Now listen carefully, listen carefully. Sir, taken cars on rental from Ajay Limited registered in Jodhpur, Rajasthan. This is also intra purchase. First purchases, I will just write down here 5 lakhs into 9%, 9%. This one again, this is GTA RCM, correct? 5%, that is 2.5%, 2.5%. Okay, next taking the cars on rental basis. Sir, this is also intrastate purchase, this is also 9%, 9%. Am I clear? The only thing is, please understand this taking the cars on rental. I am telling you here, listen carefully. Sir, we know renting a cab services is blocked under 17 subsection 5, if you remember properly. But that renting of cab services are blocked only when that vehicle is ineligible for ITC. If the vehicle itself is ineligible for ITC under 17 subsection 5 clause A, then only such a cab, if you take on rent, that is also blocked. Here there is no information regarding whether these cars are blocked credit for Ajay Limited. Guys, understand, if cars are blocked credit for Ajay Limited, then only those cars, if Ajay Limited gives on rent, those whoever is taking on rent cannot take ITC. But the question is completely silent about whether Ajay Limited can take ITC or whether ITC is blocked. ITC being blocked is for Ajay Limited. Cars, ITC being blocked is a negative point. So definitely they would have given that if it is the scenario. If they have not given, that means that, sir, ITC is not blocked there. Otherwise, you can write your assumption whatever you want. Here, ITC is allowed, not blocked. Clear? But the other way also you can think, and you can write down a proper explanation. Nothing wrong in that. Am I clear? Because the question is silent on that point. Shall we continue? I repeat, ITC being blocked for Ajay. The information is regarding Surya. Regarding Surya information, they will not give completely like, okay, in a simple way for you explaining everything. But regarding Ajay, they would have given the information if it is already blocked. If they have not given any information, that means for Ajay, when he has purchased the cars, we are assuming ITC is not blocked. Hope it is clear. Shall we continue, Ra? Are you understanding? Everybody, shall we continue? Respond in the chat box. I'm waiting for your responses. Yes, super. Now, so listen, sir, what is the requirement here? Sir, they have given rates CGST, SGST, IGST, 9%, 9%, 18%, all that stuff we have seen. Okay. Next, respectively for both inward and outwards, of all that we have understood, sir, except GTA 2.5, 2.5, 5% that we have already done. All amounts given above are exclusive of taxes, exclusive. So wherever applicable, there is no opening balance of ITC. Super, very good. From the above information, you are required to compute minimum net GST liability in cash for Surya for the month of Jan. Okay. So now you tell me, sir, what is our formula, right, guys? First, we will identify gross GST liability. Yeah? Everybody, sir, what is gross GST liability? Guys, to save some time, I am not writing it neatly, legibly, all the stuff. So please understand. You just understand the structure of the solution or how the solution should be proceeded. We have understood how the question should be decoded and we are done with that. Now sir, gross GST liability, always use this format guys. Particulars, IGST, CGST, SGST. Okay, particulars some lengthy column, IGST, CGST, SGST some small columns sufficient. Okay, now you tell me particulars, sir, how many sales are there? Gross GST liability means we should decode the sales. Sale 1 2 3 4 5 sales are there. What is the first sale? Organizing the business exhibition in Gujarat, correct? So 20 lakhs, 18% is IGST, yes or no? So first one, sir, what I will write here, guys, understand. First you should write properly everything. Like I mean, sir, this is organizing the business exhibition in Gujarat, something, all that details you should write. And below that you should write the note also. What is that? Sir, business exhibition held outside India is exempt. But here in this case, guys, please just understand what I am writing. Don't try to read all that stuff. I am strictly trying to save some time. Please don't underestimate my handwriting. Little bit I will write neatly only. So now just focus on concept. Here itself write down the working note. Sir, business exhibition held outside India is exempt. But here in this case, it is held in India, so taxable. Okay, you elaborate that. And place of supply is Gujarat, hence interstate supply. How much? Guys, sorry, I forgot one point here. One column. One column I forgot. Amount column. First maintain amount column also. Amount column 20 lakhs, ama? 20 lakhs. Here I will write how much, sir? 20 lakhs into 18%, 3,60,000. Here below that write down this working note. 20 lakhs into 18%, like that. I'm sorry. Clear with the CGST column, SGST column, nil, you give it, enough. Now, second one, what is the second sale? Second sale, sir, second sale is accommodation services to CA students. How much? 2,20,000. You have your calculators with you ready, I guess. So here, second column, second point, what I will do, sir, accommodation services to CA students. It is exempt if value of supply is less than or equal to 20,000 per month and stay is 90 days minimum, correct? But in the given case, what is that, ma? In the given case, it is 22,000 per month, hence taxable. Are you understanding the point? In the particulars column itself, you just write down the working note also. Okay, what is the amount? Amount is 2,20,000, correct? IGST, CGST, SGST, CGST, SGST. 2,20,000 into 9%, how much? Please tell me, help me out in calculation. Yes, even if GTA rates not given also, you should calculate 2.5 only. If it is RCM, if it is FCM, go with 12%. 19,800. Okay, so 19,800. Here you should mention here, sorry ma, you should mention here 9%, 2,20,000 into 9%. Okay, so that way you please mention. One second. Right, hope it is clear. From now I am not going to write particulars, all that stuff. Let us go with the amounts only. Hope you have understood how to present the particulars column. The working note also should come, the explanation also should come in the particulars column only. Please understand that. Now third one, what is the third one? For third one we have understood. Sir, third one you should write. Third one, particulars column, performing a Carnatic music to promote brand, and you should understand brand ambassador services are always taxable no matter what is the consideration. And now in the amount column, 1,45,000, correct? 1,45,000. CGST, CGST and SGST. Sir, how much is that, ma? 1,45,000 into 9%. 1,45,000 into 9%. I repeat, please ignore my handwriting. Super. 13,050, 13,050. 13,050, 13,050. Okay, there is one thing. Next, intrastate services provided to Money Bank as a business correspondent, 1,20,000 again. Sir, again you should write the guy's explanation and all. You should write here. Please understand that explanation is very, very important. Okay. So 1,20,000. 1,20,000. IGST nil plus CGST 1,20,000 into 9%. 10,800, 10,800. Right. Shall we proceed now? Next, fifth one. What is the fifth one? Fifth one is renting the commercial property 3 lakh, 9%, 9%. You should write again explanation for that renting the commercial property. Please understand here, while writing regarding renting the commercial property, you should tell director services are generally RCM, but this is not services provided as a director. It is provided in his personal capacity. So we should proceed accordingly. And renting of commercial property is RCM only if it is provided by supplier unregistered person, but here Surya is registered person, so now RCM also. So this is 3 lakhs, sir. 3 lakhs into 9%, 9%. Hope you are clear, everyone. Those who are watching the YouTube lecture also, please comment you are clear or not, all the stuff, your answers. While doing that, please calculate along with me and tell the answers. 3 lakh into 9%, sir, it is 27,000, 27,000. Hope it is clear. Okay, now can I assume we got full output tax liability here? What is the full output tax liability? 3,60,000. How much is CGST SGST, ma? CGST SGST, what is the total amount? What is CGST? 19,800, 13,050, 10,800, 27,000. What is the total? Please tell me. Each fellow is giving different answer. 19,800, 13,050, 10,800 and 27,000. 70,650. Super. 70,650, 70,000. Okay. Now purchases are there. So now the second step. What is the second step? ITC available. Sir, again there also same story. Sir, I will give write the purchase details. What is the reasons, all that stuff. 3 purchases are there, all the reasons, and all the 3 purchases are taxable. 3 purchases are taxable and taxable. See, when we are taking ITC, we will not see whether it is RCM purchase or FCM purchase. Correct? We will do the problem as it is, normal way, ignoring RCM transaction. So 3 purchases are there. 3 purchases I will take ITC. So one is 5 lakh, the other is 2 lakh, the other is 1,50,000. 5 to 1.5. Okay. Tell me, sir, this is 5 lakh, 2 lakh and 1,50,000. Guys, I hope you are clear how to write explanation. This is, you are clear now. Can I continue? Correct, ma? You know how to write the explanation, all that stuff. Shall I continue, right? One second, bro. So now guys, see, understand, when you're going with purchases, in particulars column, what you should write? You should write here regarding sponsorship services received are RCM if supplier is any person, recipient is non-body body corporate or a partnership firm. In the given case, Surya is not a body corporate or a partnership firm, hence no RCM. So he will take, because it is for the business purpose, he can take ITC like that point. And received services of GTA, because GTA is unregistered and Surya is registered fellow, automatically RCM will come into picture, those explanations. And taking car on rent service, yes, registered in Jodhpur, that is an intrastate transaction, and because it is a business purpose, he can take ITC like that. You have to write the explanations there, just like how you have written these points, sales related points. For purchases also, hope you can manage. Correct guys, everybody? Shall I continue? Please respond in chat box. So all are intrastate purchases only. So 5 lakh, no IGST here, all CGST, SGST. Here alone 5%, 5%, 2 lakh, sorry, 2.5%. Here also 2 lakh into 2.5%. Hope it is clear, correct? Fine. So here 5 lakh into 9%, 5 lakh into 9%. So what is answer of 5 lakh into 9%? 45,000. 45,000. Okay. Here 2 lakh into 2.5%. How much ma? 5,000. 5,000, 5,000. Yes or no ma? Correct? Okay. Super. Next 1,50,000. 1,50,000 into, is it 1,50,000? Correct. 1,50,000 into 9%. 1,50,000 into 9%. How much is the amount? 18,000. Oh, 13,500. Super. Okay. Sorry. Yes, 13,500. Correct. Sir, what is the total ITC available for us, sir? Total ITC available. This is nil, sir. And this is 45,000, 45,000 plus 5,000, 50,000, 50, 63,500. 63,500. Correct? Please confirm. Super. Very good. Now it is all about set off. Third point is what? Set off. Correct? So set off, if you see, sir, output tax. Output tax is 3 lakh 60, 7650. 3 lakh 60, 70, 650, 70, 650. Mostly set off rules will not be that difficult here when you're going with such big problem, because their focus will not be on set off, their focus will be on the other points. Sir, here there is no ITC. First of all, what we will do, sir, CGST, SGST balances only, no ITC is there. And straight away you can set off here, correct? Minus ITC. Sir, IGST, ITC balance is already 0. You cannot do anything. So first CGST will use for CGST and SGST for SGST. These two things will become 0. So nothing to worry, sir. It is like, what is payable? Payable will be 3,60,000. And what is the balance amount here? 7,000, 6,500, 7,150. What is it? 7,150. Super. 7,150. Okay, so that is what the concept. 7,150. Okay, that is what the concept. Now one last point, sir. RCM liability is there. RCM liability to be paid in cash, like that you should write in particulars. What is RCM liability? IGST nil, but CGST, SGST is 5,000, 5,000. 5,000, 5,000. So what is net minimum GST payable in cash? How much it is? 3,60,000. 5,000, 12,150, 12,150. Correct? Everybody? So with this we are done with first question, 10 mark problem in main exam. This is the kind of question, correct? With explanation, everything itself, we have taken it almost half an hour with explanation, everything, all that, so much, and discussion. So this is what the way how we do with the first question. Shall we continue? Let us check the answer also. How far we did it correct, or any mistakes are there? We got this 3,60,000, if you remember. Okay, correct. IGST. Next, 19,800, 19,800, we got it correct. 13,050, 13,000, we got it correct. 10,800, 10,800, we got correct. Next, 27,000, 27,000, correct. So total, this is what the answer we have got, total output tax, correct, Amma? So this step is done. Next, the 2 lakhs, sorry, here, 5 lakhs, 45,000, 45,000, we got it. Some explanations here and there, small mistakes are there in RTP, please be careful. Okay, answer will be correct. Explanation here and there, they have forgot some words called not, all that stuff. Okay, so please be careful. And if you get any such doubt, please share it to me, I'll just respond, that's all. Next, 5,000, 5,000, correct. This 3750, 3750, correct. Next, so 53,750, 53,750. Is this the answer we got? ITC 53,750 we got. Oi, where did we go wrong? Totaling error ma. Must see properly. Somewhere we went wrong. GST rate we have taken wrong. Wow. Fine. See, supply of goods except car rental and services of GTA, they gave 5%. While going with the flow, my total agenda was to cut short the video to the minimum extent possible. So fine. So one mistake in reading the question. Yes, car rental services, GTA, both the cases it is 2.5%, 2.5%. Conceptually we are clear. Just while reading the question, some mistake. Okay, fine. Not some small mistake, but big mistake only. Fine. Still it is okay. So what is this one now? Let us do the recalculation. 2.5%. Fast. 2.5%. So 3750, 3750. The total is 53,750, 53,750. So here the answer will change. Guys, hope you have understood. We have just taken the GST rate wrong. While reading, I thought only GTA services are given there. Okay, I'm sorry. 53,750, 53,750. Okay, now you are clear. So what is the answer here? Tell me the answers. 70,650 minus 53,750, 53,750. Correct, Amulya? No doubt. 16,900. Okay, 16,900. Clear? Yes. So finally, what will be the answer here at the bottom? 20, 16,000. Let us assume 17, 21,900. Correct, ma? So that is what the point. Shall we continue? Everybody. Fine. So that is what the concept. So what is the answer here? 21,900. 21,900. So just by rushing through the question, we have ignored one point. That is the reason why we got wrong calculation. We missed out on the GST rates. So we are done with this. Am I clear, guys? Shall we continue? Are you done with this? Clear? Hmm? Hope it is clear for you, right? Okay, so with this we are done with the first question. We are done with the first question, the compulsory question. So it's paining a lot that I missed this point. Shall we continue, everyone? So let us move on to the next question. Remaining questions are small questions. Just like that, in 10 minutes we'll finish it off. Sir, look at this next question. Look at this seventh question. You tell me what is the answer for this, guys. Fast. I will be waiting for your answer or response. Hope now it is. Hope now it is visible fully. See now. Okay, this paragraph you read, Nora. Hmm? Okay, now look at this. Sir, this is just nothing but they are asking us, sir, we have forgot giving some details in GSTR1 and now we want to make the changes, necessary changes. We have not yet filed GSTR3B. What is the advice you give? This is nothing but question regarding GSTR1A. Sir, you can file GSTR1A. When you can file GSTR1A? Before filing GSTR3B, you can happily file GSTR1A. And there is one more doubt. Sir, if we give those details, whether the ITC will be reflected immediately in GSTR2B, na? The answer is, whatever you give in GSTR1A, those details will be reflected only in the next month GSTR2B, correct? Regarding that, the question is all about. So, this is regarding the amendment. The question is regarding amendment GSTR1A. Am I clear? Next, shall I go with the next question? Everybody clear? Respond in the chat box. Super, very good. Okay. Next, sir, the next one is 8th one. Bindusar. Look at this question. You tell me what is the answer for this. Those who are watching the recording, please pause the video and see the question. Bindusar is an employee in Galgotia & Sons working at its Mumbai, Maharashtra office. Okay, Bindusar is unregistered under GST law. His family is located in Bareilly, Uttar Pradesh. His son requires a laptop for his school project on urgent basis. Therefore, Mr. Bindusar places an order on Amazon, amazing.in, sorry, not Amazon, an e-commerce platform for supply of laptop of latest configuration for his son, which is to be delivered at his residential address located in Bareilly, Uttar Pradesh. Bindusar, while placing the order on e-commerce platform amazing.in, provides the billing address of his apartment located in Mumbai, Maharashtra. You are required to determine the place of supply for the laptop. This is regarding the 10.1 CA, Nora, if you remember. The section 10 subsection 1 clause CA, where unregistered person is making a purchase through e-commerce operator where billing address is different, shipping address is different. What is the place of supply? What is the place of supply? Because normally whatever the address is recorded in the invoice, that itself will be taken as place of supply. But here what will be the place of supply, Ra? If it is bill to ship to model where billing address and shipping address are different, what is the place of supply? What is the place of supply? Billing a shipping a P a S a Shipping address, very good, sir. Shipping address will be the place of supply. So here billing address is Mumbai, Maharashtra, but shipping address is what? Uttar Pradesh, Bareilly. So the answer is what? You should give the details. You should write the provision, all that stuff, and explain it and write down place of supply is Bareilly, Uttar Pradesh. Shall I proceed? Am I clear? Right, let us move on. Next, question number 9. This is purely based on exemptions, guys. Determine the taxability or otherwise of the following services. You need not do anything. You just take the transaction, see what is it taxable or exempt, give the explanation, that's all, over. Now, sir, these are the services provided by Indian Railways. Actually, if you have seen the amendment lecture, sir, we have discussed about newly added amendments for services provided by Indian Railways. The entire question is based on that only. Clock room services, you tell me taxable or exempt? Chat box, you respond E or T. E means exempt, T means taxable. E or T. Respond others. Super, sir, it is exempt. Clock room services. Let us write the exemption with green. Okay, exempt, be happy. Now, service of transportation of passengers in second class. Sir, you know first class and AC only taxable. Second class is again exempt. Simple. Clock room services, now where we keep the luggage. When we go to the railway station, we'll put all our luggage, etc., etc., and take the token and go. They'll charge some 10 rupees, 20 rupees, 50 rupees, like that. That is clock room services. Right, next. Platform tickets. Platform ticket. Taxable or exempt? Chat box. The platform tickets also exempt if you have seen the exemptions amendment. Next, renting of warehouse located in Bengaluru railway station to Paras traders registered in Chennai. Renting of immovable property, that is nowhere given in exemption, so it is taxable. Okay, super. Next, service of transportation of passengers in AC coaches. Just now we discussed, no, first class and AC only taxable. Remaining is exempt, so this is also taxable. Next, the service of transportation of relief materials meant for victims of flood affected areas. That is taxable or exempt? Exactly, exempt. If you remember, organic manure also exempt. Simple. Okay, so that is what the point. Very good. I am loving the responses you are giving. Very good. Next, the last question in RTP, that is Mr. Hridya. Where and all they are getting names, I don't know. Mr. Hridya is obtaining voluntary registration under GST law in the state of Madhya Pradesh in January, but has not commenced the business till the month of September. He took January. In January, he has taken voluntary registration. Till September, he did not start the business. Very good. Wonderful fellow. October, the proper officer is issuing a show cause notice regarding cancelling his registration. You are required to examine whether action taken by the proper officer is justified in law. Also list out the scenarios where proper officer. This is nothing but suo moto cancellation. Yes or no? And if you remember, I also told you in the class to remember this section number also, 29 subsection 2. And this is the important topic. We have marked it important and we have seen the list of cases. Correct. First thing, sir, this is correct action or not? Sir, if you are taking voluntary registration, then obviously what you should do, the business, start the business within 6 months. Otherwise, proper officer has the power to cancel your registration. And sir, what are the other situations they are asking? Like where suo moto cancellation can be done by the proper officer, where we can do that? If you remember, sir, there are so many cases, fake invoices. If you are a composition dealer not filing the return GSTR4 even after 3 months from the due date, if you are under normal scheme, if you are a QRMP filer, 2 quarters not filing the return, monthly filer, 6 months continuously not filing the returns, all that stuff. So we have seen, correct? Yes, Ray, understand here in exam for this question, you should write the notes, why it is taxable, why it is exempt, all that. Okay, explanation is obvious. Without explanation, you will not get marks. Okay, so nothing but you just clock room services provided to passengers. What explanation you will write? Sir, clock room services provided by Indian Railways to passengers is exempt under GST. That's all. Same for platform tickets. Sir, platform tickets sold by Indian Railways is exempt under GST. Every explanation will not have any technical meaning. So some explanations may have technical meanings. Apart from that, explanation for these things is not going to be difficult for you. So for that way, sir, 10th one, if you see the last question answer, sir, all the situations where GST Let us see first here. Clock room services. We have already discussed exempt second class, platform tickets exempt, renting of warehouse taxable, transportation of passengers in AC taxable, next transport in flood affected area exempt, and service of transportation of organic manure is also exempt. And these are the 10th questions are situation reasons, all that stuff. See 29 subsection 2, what are the situations where your registration can be cancelled, you are violating section 16 conditions and taking ITC, you are violating anti-profiteering clause, or you are issuing invoices without actually supplying the goods or services. The GSTR 1 and 3B supplies are different, outward supplies are greater than GSTR 1 but less in GSTR 3B, you are violating rule 86B. So like this, all 29 subsection 2 things they have asked here, so that you have to explain. So as I told you already, see, in detail you may not be writing in this technical way, but at least, okay, using some technical words you can keep it in a short form also, not an issue at all. Am I clear with this, guys? So we have finished discussing RTP discussion, correct? Hope everything is clear for you, right? Anybody having any doubts, you can just ask me. So guys, I hope you have enjoyed this session. Please share this video with your friends who are going to appear this May 25 exam or any other attempts upcoming. So please understand, you should just enjoy your preparation. Fear is obviously common because you are nearing to the exams. So wishing you all the very best from my end. See you all in another video. This is your Mr. GST signing off. Jai Hind.